Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to study differentiation between branches of chemistry. Students, we can here take the example of a vinegar. Vinegar has got 5% of acetic acid. The chemical formula of this acetic acid is CH3COOH. Acetic acid, it is a colorless liquid and it smells like vinegar. This is used to add flavor to food. Now, students, study on this compound can make us understand the different branches of chemistry. So here the first branch of chemistry is physical chemistry. Now, when this compound is transformed into gaseous or solid state, secondly, the application of laws and theories to understand its structure is called physical chemistry. Second branch of chemistry is organic chemistry. The method of preparation of this compound and study of its physical and chemical characteristics is called organic chemistry. The third branch is inorganic chemistry. Study of its component elements such as carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The examples include carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, metal carbonates, hydrogen carbonates and carbides. The fourth branch is biochemistry. So the study of chemical reactions that acetic acid undergoes in human body is called biochemistry. The fifth branch is industrial chemistry. The ways to obtain acetic acid on large scale is called industrial chemistry. Alright students, now we are going to study a nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry, it deals with the radioactivity, nuclear process and transformation in the nuclei of an atom. What is radioactivity, students? Radioactivity is a release of energy from the nuclei of atom. This nucleus of an atom, it contains protons and neutrons. So this nucleus having protons and neutrons in it, they already have energy in it. What they do is that they knock off the electrons from the outermost shells, and the degree of this radioactivity depends upon the instability of the nuclei and how frequently these nuclei decay. Now, what is nuclear process? Nuclear process is basically a nuclear reaction in which two nuclei, they collide in order to produce one or more nucleides. I hope students, now this nuclear chemistry is clear to you. Now the seventh branch is environmental chemistry. As the name indicates, it is related with the environment. The study of adverse effect of this compound on human beings or the compounds that are derived from it. Students, we are discussing about the acetic acid. Now whatever the adverse effect it is going to have on the human beings, that is studied in environmental chemistry, or the compounds that are derived from it, that is also included in the study of environmental chemistry. Now the eighth branch with us is analytical chemistry. The method and instruments used to determine the percentage, composition, melting point and boiling point of that compound means the acetic acid is analytical chemistry. Thank you. Alright students, now we are going to identify the different branches of chemistry with the help of examples. Number 1, Photosynthesis produces glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. This is an example of biochemistry because here chemical reaction is going on in plants. Number 2 is plantation helps in overcoming greenhouse effect. It is an example of environmental chemistry. Number 3 is Habers process converts large quantities of hydrogen and nitrogen into ammonia. Now it is an example of industrial chemistry because large quantities of hydrogen and nitrogens they are converted into ammonia. Number 4, ammonia is a colorless gas with pungent irritating odor. It is highly soluble in water. This is an example of inorganic chemistry because ammonia is inorganic. Number 5, a chemist performed an experiment to check the percentage purity of a sample of glucose. Now this is an example of analytical chemistry because the chemist performed an experiment. He analyzed the percentage purity of a sample of glucose. Number 6 is an analyst determines that nitrogen dioxide is responsible for acid rain. Now this is an example of environmental chemistry because it is related with environment. Number 7, chlorofluorocarbon compounds are responsible for depletion of ozone layer. This is also an example of environmental chemistry because it is something related with the environment. And the last one is alpha particles such as helium. When bombarded on a nitrogen atom, proton is emitted. It is an example of nuclear chemistry because we know it from the protons that it's nuclear chemistry.